Hello, lovely viewers. I welcome you to today's edition of the Rising Youth Talk Show with me, Tetteh Albert, the host. Today on the show, I have with me a wonderful man here, a brother, and as well a mentor. I'll say that because, in a way, he has coached me in certain ways he doesn't even know. I'm sure. But on the other side, he has guided me in certain aspects of my life, which he is also personally aware of. And today we're talking to him to know more about him, what he's up to, and let him motivate us, give us what he's loaded with. Let us also carry some to move forward in this life. And I'm talking to no other person than Mr. Michael Okoe Tetteh, who is a minister in the gospel and also a chemical engineer. But Mr. Michael is the CEO for UCAM Enterprise and also the CEO for MOT Ministries. Also, if I would say plenty, but we'll let him do us the honor by giving us that briefing. So, Mr. Michael, welcome to the Rising Youth Talk Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on this platform.
We are honored to have you.
Wow.
What do my viewers expect today?
Just here to share our experiences and where God has brought us to, so someone out there can get inspired, encouraged, and motivated to pick up the pieces and forge on.
He is here to give you that load that is inside, to motivate you, and then to move on and do exploit. Don't give up that dream. With this motivation coming your way, I believe you're going to pick up those pieces and rise. Let's get into the discussion for today. Someone will say, Mr. Okoe Tetteh, okay, this is my general question when you start this program. I will always ask this. Who is Mr. Michael? I know you, but you know yourself better.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us, who is Mr. Michael?
Okay, I will take this opportunity to say hello to our viewers out there and encourage them to stay tuned because a lot we have for them this day. My name is Michael Okoe Tetteh, the name my parents gave to me. Exactly. And I'm coming from a humble background. My mom happens to be an educationist. My dad also happens to be an educationist. Coming from a family of 4, I happen to be the second son.
Okay.
And I'm blessed to be the second son.
The second son.
Yeah. I'm also married now. Yeah, to my beautiful wife. Ella.
With kids?
With kids, yeah.
Okay.
I have 2 beautiful daughters.
Oh, wow.
One handsome son.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Lady Carissa, Renee, and Prince Michael.
Prince Michael. Oh, wow. Michael. Prince Michael.
Exactly.
We don't want the name together.
Nah, it's a family tradition. It's a family name. I was named after my grandfather. He's Michael. And I picked Michael. So the next Michael should be a prince.
The next generation.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Interesting.
So, we are blessed with a wonderful family. And by the special grace of God, I'm also called into the office as an apostle, still under training. Yeah. I did my first degree in chemical engineering. After school, I also did.
Which institution did you have this?
Care University.
Care University.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In chemical engineering. Okay. Then after Care University, I also did Kenneth Hagin's Rema Bible Training College here in Accra. I did a 2-year diploma in theology. Then I've also been to Accra School of Business. Okay. Yeah, to have some programs there as well.
You're kind of versatile. You here, there, here.
That is life. That is life.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But let's come to family. You know, in Ghana or let's say in Africa, family is of vital importance. Like it's very important to us. How when it comes to your family, the family back, whether extended or nuclear, how is it with you and family? Growing up, how was family life like?
Okay,
Dad.
My family has really helped in shaping and turning me to become the person I am today.
Okay.
With my mom as an educationist, very disciplined. That of my dad. Dad is a reverend minister and an educationist as well. So growing up, I picked a lot of things from my dad. and I picked a lot also from my mom. They were there to make sure that we were always on the right path. They made sure that they provided for us the best in life, and in return, the only thing we could also do was to be as responsible as we can to compensate them for all the struggles that they've been through, making sure we become responsible people in the society. So family has played a huge role in who I am today. So I'll give a lot of credit to my family. So family is important.
Very, very important. You know, even in our culture, if you don't uphold family, you have a big question to answer. But was there any challenge with family? Was there any challenge?
Yes, every family has its own share of challenge and problems. There were challenges. At a point when my mom and my dad had to separate, we really had an adverse effect on me.
How old were you then when the separation happened?
If I can remember, I think I was around 8, 9 thereabout.
8, 9 years. That was long. You were there very young.
I was quite young. Among my siblings, I think I was the one who was really affected.
Oh, okay.
I was close to my dad.
Why is it so?
I was close to my dad, and I was also close to my mom. So I happened to be like a bridge between the two. Yeah, and I saw myself doing a lot in bringing them back together, even at
so you succeeded bringing them back together?
I didn't, but I did my best.
Okay, at least to have that correlation.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. Hey, but with family, I'm still on family.
Sure,
I'm still on family because if you have to climb certain ladders, it depends on what family gives you from the beginning. Before you will be able to step on that beginning and climb up there. You mentioned daddy was then somewhere, like there was a separation. Daddy was away, mom was also. How was the treatment like with dad? Was it still in your interest, making sure everything goes well with you, even though the separation has happened? Or everything was like loaded on mom?
No, everything wasn't loaded on mom. My dad was always there. He has always been there. My mom has always been there. One of the things I always cherish and remember and makes me adore my dad has to do with my first day at the senior high school.
Okay.
When we got admission, myself and my twin sister got to the campus and we went to the admissions office. And I was around one family. They had one son they had to pay for.
Okay.
And the family was complaining that they didn't have enough money to pay
for their son.
So they were sort of pleading with the administrator to consider them so they can pay half and later make payment. But on the spot, my dad paid for the two of us.
You and the other guy?
No, myself and my twin sister.
Okay.
My twin sister.
You were then going into the same
school? Yeah, we were in the same school. Okay. So there was like, it left an impression on me that regardless of what happens, as a father, you must live up to your responsibilities. Regardless of what happens, as a father, you must live up to your responsibilities and make sure you take full responsibility for what you are supposed to be responsible for. So my dad has been there. My mom has also been there. My mom, great support, great pillar. With the help of my mom, today I'm a disciplined young man. And my dad, I picked a lot from him when it comes to ministry. Yeah,
he's a reverend.
He's a reverend minister.
Okay.
He demonstrated a lot of spirituality, and I saw God use him so mightily in the area of healing. And so from that tender age, I have always known that there is a power beyond the natural realm.
Okay.
And this, this really pushed me in my quest to know more about God. And this, kind of aroused a desire in me to seek the power of God. And I've seen it.
You've seen that power.
I've seen the power. I've tasted the power.
Your passion came from that angle.
Yeah.
How has it been all this while, like picking that ministry passion from that to now? Has it been glory? Like, has it been challenging?
It's been challenging. it's been challenging as a young man.
Because you have that mentor in you, so how
Yeah.
challenging can that be?
Yeah, it's been challenging, but what I saw, Jesus said something that the things that I do, the works that I do, my Father does them. So the Father does the work, He sees them, and He does them on earth. In my case, growing up, I saw my dad being used so mightily in the healing ministry.
Okay.
So I learned a lot from
Is your dad your mentor?
In ministry is my
Ministry. Okay, okay. I get that.
So I learned a lot from him, asked me a lot of questions. How was able to do all that, and he told me the secret is the Holy Spirit. Having a close relationship with the Holy Spirit. Once you have a close relationship with the Holy Spirit, He will reveal to you, He will empower you, He will strengthen you. The kind of grace you need to do exploiting the things you find yourself in, He will be there to supply you with all kinds of grace that you need. So I learned a lot from him.
Let's go into education.
Okay.
Let's take it here now. We're going to education. How was life like in Kenya? Because I know Kenya is one institution that you'll never get it easy. A
Yeah.
whole lot of lives out there, a whole lot of people with different characters, different. I mean, how was it like over there in KN University? And most importantly, doing offering chemical engineering, one of the toughest courses you can ever see or ever go into. How was it like?
We had our own fair share of challenge as students on campus, trying to combine academics with the fact that you are Christians.
Yeah, that's a ministry.
Ministry.
Were you there in ministry then?
Yeah, I was in ministry.
When you were there in
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was with Christ Embassy on campus. Okay. And I was an active member as well, doing my part to push the ministry. One of the things that has helped me all this while in my journey has to do with the fact that I have cherished knowledge. I have cherished knowledge. I have come to know that knowledge is power. And the Bible makes us to understand in Daniel 11:32 that the people that know their God shall be strong and they will do exploits. So it begins with the knowledge, you having the knowledge of God. If you have a knowledge of God, both scientific or natural or spiritual knowledge, then you are empowered to do exploits in the field you find yourself in. So right from the beginning, I know that I knew that knowledge was power, and therefore I went out straight for knowledge. I didn't allow a lot of distractions on campus to stray me on from that focus. So I pursued knowledge on campus. Yeah. It wasn't easy. Chemical engineering, as
it's not easy. I know a few people that's chemical engineering. When they are talking about it,
Yeah.
they say that no, this is not easy. This is not easy. But life on campus. But there's certain things you wish you had done that you didn't do. Now, there are some fun times, there are some good moments on campus. Anything that you regret now, you wish you had done then?
Yeah, I think there are a few, but maybe I'll mention just one or two.
Okay, share a few.
I'll just mention one or two. I have not been fortunate with friends.
Okay.
For that reason, I don't have a lot of friends.
Was that campus friendship or like in general friendship?
I think in general, it started from campus.
Okay.
Yeah, it started from campus. I wasn't fortunate. That is what. That's the word.
In what way?
In the sense that you see, a lot of people go to school, and when they are done with school, they have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
They can call this my friend, this my friend, this my friend. But the kind of person I was on campus, doing ministry on campus and paying much attention and focus to your academics, I wouldn't know who to blame, if it was the campus system or it was a personal thing.
Okay.
I think the campus system didn't allow me to be so open. That is one. And naturally, I would say I'm also the introvert
type. Okay. So not so much sociable that people.
So I wish I look back then. I go like I wish I was social. I was that open.
What are some of these events you wish you had been part if you had been open then? Because
There were
here in university will not leave you without missing these Katanga guys.
this Jama guys.
You see, for me, I mean, some moments like that, I wouldn't want to be. What are some moments on campus you wish you had been part of?
There was this program. It's in that Hallelujah Festival.
Okay.
It has to do with the various singing ministries of
Ministries
campus
of
coming
campus.
together to display and minister. I missed it. Throughout the 4 years. I missed it.
All of it.
All of them. I missed it. And I look back then. I watched the videos. Some of so those videos on TV, and I go like, I had opportunity to be part of
Part
this
of
experience.
and you didn't
Yeah.
experience.
So I would advise students. That phase of your life, it comes once.
Okay.
So if you're happy to be on campus, make sure
You have fun. Or make sure you enjoy yourself.
make sure make sure you live your student, you live your life,
Student life.
you live your life as a student. Because once you come out from school, you can't live your life as a student. One of my lecturers said something, Dr. Oseyusu Ocha. He said if you're a student, you can do everything you want to do. If you're on campus, you're a student, you do anything at all, they'll say, oh, leave him, he's a student.
As a student.
But you come out of school and you do the same stuff, people go like, he's mad.
He's mad. At that point, they know you move from that.
It's transitioned.
Yes.
Yeah, there has been a transition. So once you find yourself on campus, make the best out of your campus life.
Wow.
Make the best out of it.
If you're on campus, I know you're on campus watching us now. Please make the best out of it, but make sure the education is paramount.
Yeah. you keep your focus on your career.
That's it. The discussion is getting interesting, and Mr. Michael is making me not to go into my arts, but I want more, but I want to hear more. But don't forget that this show is brought to you by Oyos Fast Food inside Ameko. And Oyos Fast Food is saying that come to their doorstep and they are going to serve you in your weddings, your parties, your what have you. You can order for your food and they can deliver at your doorstep. Kitchen Bespoke. Kitchen Bespoke is also into apparatus. It's also into sewing. They say come, let them dress you. You don't need to walk to Kitchen Bespoke outlet before they get to measure, because we are in the COVID era, and so therefore you have to be careful who touches you or even who puts any measurement on you. You may not know who he might have touched or who they might have. So you have to be very careful. So this is what Kitchen Bespoke is saying. Say, take a picture of yourself, send it to them, and let them do the magic.
Wow.
Dress you up and deliver it to you at your doorstep. They have a good delivery system as well. And Patidor Beauty Salon has everything that you need to look good. Patidor Beauty Salon says, come in, let them dress you, let them give you that beautiful look for your wedding. You know, ladies of today, even your birthday pictures to go take these pre-shootings and stuff. Let Patidor dress you, let them give you this beautiful look, and then go take that wonderful picture. Let's come to Mr. Okoe. Mr. Michael, I want us to go into your corporate life, which is your business aspect and other things. But before that, you are a fellow of a leadership fund, a youth leadership fund. You are a fellow in there. Can you let us in on that? As in, how did that opportunity came by? Or what brought about that?
That African Youth Leadership Fellowship Network is a platform created for the youth in Africa all over, to bring the youth together, to train them, and build them in their various capacities, release them to go back to their various countries so that they can go and demonstrate true leadership. One of the major problems of Africa, we all know, has to do with leadership. Leadership. So, Bishop Titi Ofe, who happens to be the president of Accra Business School and also the Titi Ofe Ministries, is championing this cause and awarding scholarship to 200 Africans youth all over every year to come for that 1 week training.
Okay. Is this a ministerial sort of leadership, or it's a general?
No, it's general.
It's general.
It's general. I mean, during the 1 week period, we had, professionals, senior professionals from their various backgrounds, corporate were coming to teach us, lecture us, train us, mentor us. So it's not just about ministry. It's not just about ministry. Yeah. It's categories. It's categories.
Even in governance.
Even in governance. I mean, we did leadership in governance. We had to talk about innovation, championing innovation in the 21st century. I remember also talking about, we did positive psychology.
Positive psychology.
Yeah, we did positive psychology and a whole lot of other courses and models that help to shape us as leaders in our various fields.
But how did you find yourself in there? What was the
criteria?
Yeah, how did you got to be part of it? But I believe you have to go through a process.
Yeah, you have to go through a process
before you get there. Perhaps a youth might be willing to join.
Oh, okay.
Let's know the process. But I'm interested in knowing how you were able to get in there.
Oh, okay. Some of us are graced and privileged to have a special, should I use the word connection?
Yeah,
that's favor. Okay, favor.
It's connection. You have to know someone. It's the connection.
Not necessarily, but I'll use the word favor.
Okay.
I'll use the word favor. Okay. I'll use the word favor.
But
it's open up.
Thinking connection. Because even if you have the favor, someone must connect you.
Exactly. I mean, that's how God works. God always uses men to connect men to achieve what He wants to do. But I think seriously, I think this program is open. It's open. I mean, when you go to the internet and the time is ready, they just put it out there. You would just have to apply, and they would look at your profile. If you meet the criteria, you'll be selected. And once you are selected, you are awarded a scholarship. I think in our time it was a $4,000 scholarship program awarded. So you are awarded a scholarship. You just come for the training, 1 week. It was a good time. It was a good time.
The scholarship is just for the training.
Just for the training.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, meeting nationals from Nigeria, Kenya, other African countries. You get to meet, interact with them from their various cultural backgrounds and orientations. Yeah. It helps you to know what is happening elsewhere. Yeah, it helps you to know what's happening.
But when you're done with this program or the course, they set you up in a way. They set you up.
No,
you are allowed to go into.
Yeah, you are empowered with the tool of knowledge. Okay. And whatever you are doing, you also have the opportunity to network yourself with people. In my case, for instance, I remember I met 2 Nigerian guys and 1 guy from Kenya and a lady from Mali. One of the guys from Nigeria is an IT expert. He even works with Google. Oh, yeah. So we, in a discussion, trying to know his background and what I'm also doing, he's made some few suggestions to me that has to do with my line of business. Okay. And today I'm using those suggestions he made, and I'm seeing improvement in what I'm doing. So you open up to networks from a whole lot of other backgrounds that will help you to do more in whatever you are doing. Yeah.
That's an interesting one. You cannot equally apply. So be on an alert or be vigilant. Be vigilant. As soon as such opportunities come, you grab it. You may not know when your time you'll be selected. So take such opportunities and build yourself as a youth. That's when you can also be a rising youth. Okay. Mr. Michael, let's come to now business. You started UCAM, and what was the edge? What brought up? You are into ministry.
Yeah.
All of a sudden migrating from, let me start from back, from chemical engineer to ministry, then to business. I mean, the link is
it's like a triangle, you know?
Yeah. But all flows in. But then, how did the UCAM came in?
My passion, it came about as a result of my passion for engineering.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, chemical engineering has to do with converting any raw material to a desired product.
Okay.
That's the underlying principle of chemical engineering. You pick anything, you have a desired product, and you look at the steps and the processes that raw material would have to go through to get to you your desired product. So I've really had passion for engineering. I started my first passion, that's ministry, serving God. Yeah. So right after school, I've always had this thing that I always wanted to do my own work. Always wanted to do
Have your own business.
my own business, so I can have the luxury of time to do God's work. So it started from there. Then the youth vision came up. I remember I made a visit with my mom to one of her friends. In a house, there was this water production company running in a house. Yeah. So when my mom was gisting with her friend, I just made a walk into that company to look around what was happening. And I got fascinated by what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah. Treating water, um, bagging it, packaging it,
Selling it out.
and selling it out. So I got into a conversation with the manager around and I asked a lot of questions. And I found out that he wasn't an engineer, but
The
he
manager
was,
producing those
that brand.
isn't.
He didn't have any engineering background or any science background,
Okay.
but he was managing a production firm. So I took it from there that if this man can do this,
Then you
and he's a boss of his own,
own.
then with the knowledge I've acquired,
You
then
can even do better
I
because
can
you
branch
know.
into it. Yeah, I can
much
branch
into
into it and all that. So with the knowledge on campus in chemical engineering, water treatment and all that, I said no, let me venture into that. It wasn't. You didn't really need much. All you needed was the idea, the concept, and the energy. The idea, the concept, and the energy. So quickly, I asked him a lot of things that day, and he answered me. So when I came back home, I tried to put whatever he said on paper, and began to study it through carefully to see where I can start from. I didn't have the track to supply the water. I didn't have a brand. I didn't have a blog. I didn't have the production firm or the plant to run the production. But what I sought to do was that, okay, let me go for the brand, register my own brand with the registrar general. So I did that. Then I got to the company that produces the rubber, the blood and the rubber.
The packaging
The packaging rubber. I spoke to them, gave out my documents to them that I've registered with the registrar general. This is what I want to go into. So we did all that. They helped me to do the design, the label, and all that. Now where to produce. So I went back to the man.
The one you questioned in the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. So I went back to him and told him, you know what? I want to do an internship here. Voluntary. I'm coming to
Free.
Free.
But you have an intention.
I have an intention. So I was coming to serve you with my knowledge and my expertise in what you are doing.
But you made him understood that you have a background of chemical engineering.
Yeah, I made him know.
Okay.
I made him know that with my background, I can help him to sort of remodel what he's doing for him to reduce his cost of production and to get his brand bigger and better.
But didn't it occur to you that he might? I mean, just through my knowledge and
this is my principle in life. You can't receive without giving. You first have to give.
I wish you would repeat that. Please. Let's take
my principle in life. You can't receive without giving. It cuts across every area of life.
Before you receive, you must give.
You must give. You must give. So knowing what I'm going to do, my intentions, I had to give the man something.
Okay.
I had to give him what he didn't have. So at the end of the day, I can also get what I want from him. I had the knowledge. He had the technical ability to run it. I didn't know how to run that machine and run the whole process, the reverse osmosis. Then I just did a book theory thing on campus.
Okay.
So let me go and save him.
Get the
to get the practical knowledge free of charge, and to help him, give to him also knowledge.
How long did you do this?
I was there for 7-8 months into 1 year.
That's quite a long period.
Yeah, I did it for free. I had to wake up every morning and transport myself there to help him. A young graduate. I was carrying water, selling in his truck. Sometimes I get on the truck, we go into a shaman market, we go and sell to people. I just wanted to know what the market is like, what it takes to sell what you have produced, because it doesn't end at production.
Yeah.
When you finish production, you must go out there and sell to the market. Yeah. So I needed a market study. I needed a market survey. I needed to understand the market of that business if I really want to go into it. So I was carrying water, I was bagging water, I was packing water, I was selling water for this man free of charge.
And he never even thought of compensating in any way at all?
There were times that you go like, okay, Michael, take this for your weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. There were stipends like that, but not an official kind of allowance. It was right from the start. I told him, I'm not doing this for any time. When I told him I wanted to come there and work, he said he didn't have the capacity to pay, number one, and he didn't want to do overstaffing. So I told him, no, I want to learn. So I'm coming on board to learn and to offer knowledge to you for free. So
this is just it's just too much for me. Look, if you're a youth out there and you want to make it, learn to sacrifice. This is serious. Learn to sacrifice. 8 months. Free service. How many of you will do that? If you will, comment down there and prove that you can do this.
Free service. And let me just mention this. This just came to mind.
Right.
This serving free is one concept I caught from one of my mentors in leadership. Okay, he's my mentor in leadership.
My name?
Honorable Isaac Ashai Odante.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was serving as the youth president at the local assembly.
He was the then mayor?
No, he wasn't the mayor.
He
wasn't mayor.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't mayor. He was he's still one of the leaders of the church.
Okay.
So we organized a program. We called it Impact Series. It was a 3-day program. And the first edition, it was on Bill.
Okay.
We built him, to talk on entrepreneurship. So that is where I caught it from. He told us that in life, there are times that you must serve for free, either for the knowledge or for interest or for passion. You serve for the knowledge, for interest or for passion. Yeah. So with that understanding, it was easy for me to go and do that and serve for free. Just maybe if I had not heard him teach on that line,
you wouldn't have taken that step.
Yeah.
Was there any time in this service that you regret?
No.
Anything happened in there? Because I'm just imagining, if I'm doing this thing for free, fine, I will, because it's passionately you want to learn something.
Yeah.
But certain attitude may crop up, which you might not be able to deal with.
Definitely, but I was determined.
That's the way.
I was determined. I saw myself running my own business in my mind. In the realm of my imagination, I saw myself running my own business. So I kept that picture in mind. So nothing was going to distract me from achieving that picture. Nothing was going to distract me from achieving that picture I had in my mind. Though there were distractions, there were times that when he's talking to his workers, he will add me to the whole squad and bash all of us. But hey, sometimes you come home and you go like, hey, you have a degree, you have a certificate, your friends are blah blah blah. Why are you doing this and that? But hey, one of the times the thing really got to me when I remember that after school, the Ministry of Energy went to my department on campus to sort of ask for some students to work with as national service personnel. I got a slot with what is it? Ministry of Energy. But
Okay.
because of where I wanted to go,
Focus is
the focus is running, coming up with something
your
of
own
my own.
innovation.
Yeah. So I just have to leave everything and focus on it. There were distractions, there were challenges. God
This-
kept us.
This is serious.
God kept us.
Is it?
Coming-
Mommy was also established, I believe, at that time.
Yeah, mommy was
Why
established.
didn't you
Daddy
choose
was,
to be with mom
mommy
or
was,
dad?
mommy was established. Daddy was also established as educationists running their own school. Mommy's school was doing well. I think you know.
Yeah, why didn't you
I,
take it from
I
there?
could have been there, but hey, life and passion and purpose.
Life, passion, and purpose. You have to grab these three. Life, the life is already there. You must go with that passion, and you must have a purpose. That purpose must drive this passion to an expected end. Then you say you are doing good. I'm tempted to go into another side. I'm enjoying this discussion so much myself, so Michael. Now, you came. You're still on UChem. Is UChem in production now?
Yeah, UCAM is in production.
What are you still producing water out there? A lot of
We,
things.
we are still producing water. We are still producing water. By the special grace of God, for all this while, we run our own production firm. We've increased our capacity and our brand.
What capacity you started with and where has it gotten to now?
Okay, when we started, like I told you, when we started, I didn't have a production firm. So after working with the man for 8 months, I told him that I've also established my own brand. So this is what I want to do. I want to produce the water at his plant.
Oh, okay. How do you produce your water in his plant?
It was an agreement.
For your service
yeah.
or what?
Not for my service. It was an agreement. He's into business to make money.
But he's making his production already.
Yeah.
So how is he going to now
It was-
add yours to it
I
with a
didn't mind-
different brand name?
Adding mine to it was going to add up to his income at the end of the day.
Okay.
So when they were done for the day, then I will also stay back for
And
extra
do
hours and produce mine
With a different brand name.
with a different brand name. In the morning, I will rent a truck, get on board myself, and with the help of a couple of friends who understood where I'm coming from and where I wanted to go, they also came on board to join me to help me to market.
I wish you appreciate these few friends. I mean, one or two of them at least.
Definitely. I would have to mention Festus Nia Jekaku, Michael Aponsa, Patricia Norte, Edward Mensah,
Wow.
Maxwell Mensah. My mom was
I can
there.
see the names are many. You are even selected.
My wife.
All of them.
They've been
Wow.
very supportive.
Wow. It's been a wonderful discussion, and the discussion is still ongoing. But please be reminded again that Oyo's Fast Food has everything you need when it comes to meal. I keep saying, and I'll continually say that we are in the COVID era, and so therefore you need to be careful where you eat. Call Oyo's Fast Food for any deliveries you want for your meal, parties, weddings. They can come set up and serve you. You can call them on 0508 154 68. I take it again. Oyo's Fast Food 0205 815 468. Kitchen Bespoke is inside Tamapomti 24 and he's saying, come let them dress you. But you don't need to be there in person. Just send a picture of yourself through this number I'm about to give you, and they are going to dress you, make you look good for that wedding, that party, that occasion that you are so interested in attending. And Kitchen Bespoke can be contacted on 0248 877 605. I take it again, 0248 877 605. Patido Beauty Salon. Patido Beauty Salon says they are ready to make you up, dress you, anything beauty. You can call on them for your weddings, your birthday photo shoots, or any ceremony you have that you need to look good. You can call Patido on 0240 87485. I take it again, 0240-874-805. That is Patido for you. Um, we're coming to, all too soon, we're coming to the end of it, but before we do that, Mr. Michael is in so many leadership positions. I don't. I want to go into this ministry one, which is your presidency for the national youth in the Holy Apostolic Reformed Church, where the whole country. You are the president for the youth wing. How is it? How is this position or portfolio like for you? How has it shaped you?
It has really shaped me. It really had impact on my life, and I must say that I've come this far just by the grace of God.
Yeah, the grace.
Just by the grace of God. I remember the night I received the call that, from one of our bishops said, "Hey son, we are considering you for the national youth leadership. So just start preparing." That night when that call came, I looked at myself how small I am. Because the leaders before me, Honorable Isaac Asharo Danti was there. He was a president for so many years, had great impact on the youth, achieved a lot. After him, Pastor Bandura took over, another one powerful man of God, great impact, great achievement. So I look at the standard of these two past leaders and look at myself.
So where you coming from?
Spiritually, physically, naturally, even in size. I'm that small, like the David. I'm that small. I kept wondering, can I do this? 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 But I kept hearing it again. I have brought you this far, and I will take you very far. I have brought you this far, and I will take you very far. Never, I spoke with Honorable Isaac Osai Danton. I spoke with Pastor Bandura. They encouraged me, gave me advice, gave me guidance. And by the special grace of God, today we are doing well as a leadership team, not just myself, like the other leaders together and myself. We are doing well. Yeah.
But since you took that office, what are some of the achievements? You mentioned Honorable Asharo Danti and Pastor Bandura. They did something which you can recommend, you can stand anywhere to mention. Yeah. What are some of your achievements since you took office? And how long has it been now?
I've been in office 2 years now.
2 years. Yeah. What are some of the achievements?
Okay, I think assuming office, my focus has been to give the youth a united front. Give the youth a united front. And with that regard, I think we have chalked some success. Yeah. Today, I'm proud to say that we are more together. Okay. It's not like it's not like we were not together in the past, but today we are more bonded and we gel together as the national youth wing of the church. Another achievement I would consider has to do with the fact that we have tried to decentralize the whole system. Okay. So we wouldn't have people traveling from far distances to programs. Okay. So instead of maybe all of us converging at Tema, and you have people coming from Kumasi, we've decentralized the whole system that now we have the zonal markets. Okay. And people meet and have programs at the zonal level, at the zones or at the zonal level. We're also trying to bring up another program. I'm looking at leadership here, that by the time we are leaving office, we should be able, and it should be clear and known that as these people are leaving out of office, this is the next batch of leadership that will be you. It should be clear, it should be ready. So we have a program and a system where we are nurturing the next generation of leaders who will take over from us.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I'm still poised to ask to know more into this particular because managing youth or leading youth not just in one jurisdiction, but the whole of the nation isn't something small. What does the future hold for them? Aside nurturing people for leadership position, what does the future hold?
For the
When does your tenure of office end?
next year, June.
So it's 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
So getting into your final piece of the of your office. So what is the expectation?
And by the time we should be leaving office, I expect that every youth member of the church would understand our vision as the youth wing of the church. One of our first tasks was to draw and come up with the vision statement and the mission statement for the youth. So successive leadership would know the direction to go. So by the time we are leaving office, we would want to appreciate that every member would know and understand the vision and the direction.
But is it just about spirituality or corporateness of that?
It's not just about spirituality. There are strategic systems and programs that we are deliberate and intentional to help people. I remember last year, for instance, at our National Youth Convention, we introduced a segment that has to do with one of the segments was on finances, on financial management. So we had a financial strategist coming on board to teach people about finances, how to manage their finances. We also have leadership programs. We also have training sessions that will help people in the area of choosing, their career in life and their prospects for future and all that. So it's not just about spirituality. We want to have a balanced life. Yeah, we want to chant up with people that are balanced in society, not just spirituality. There is life to be lived.
Yes. Before even with the spirituality, there is life.
There is life to be lived.
What would Mr. Michael Okoe Tetteh be in 5 years?
In 5 years' time, I look forward to growing my business, expanding the business, coming up with more products. In the next 5 years, I look forward to becoming a more polished youth activist, an expert in youth leadership. In the next 5 years, I look forward to becoming more of me,
more
of myself. What God has intended for me to do.
It's been an interesting discussion. Sorry, but finally, Mr. Michael has something coming up, and I want him to walk us through that. Okay, and then we time out the show with it. So, Mr. Michael, tell us about this initiative you are bringing on board.
Okay, Exosia is riding on the ticket of MOT Ministries, and it's a program that will start streaming on air coming Monday.
Okay. The name again, let's catch it.
The program is Exosia, the Kingdom Authority.
Shall I prepare your tongue? You know if you mention now.
Exosia,
yeah.
Kingdom Authority, exactly. So people should look forward for this program on Facebook, on YouTube. Just go look out for MOT Ministries or Michael Okoe Tetteh on Facebook and on YouTube. Like our page, subscribe to the pages, and we will be coming your way with inspirational messages that will build you up and encourage you, to inspire you on to do more in the things that you find yourselves in.
Exosia is coming your way. Make sure you don't miss it, just like you don't miss the Rising Youth Talk Show. All you got to do is get on Facebook and look for MOT Ministries. MOT Ministries is the same as Michael Okoe Tetteh Ministries. And you can follow Exosia from that point to be streaming live on YouTube and that of Facebook. If you want to come in, have an interaction or have a one-on-one discussion with the Apostle, Michael Tetteh, or he's a businessman. If you want to talk business, you can contact him, and then he's always available. I believe so.
Always to serve.
Always.
Ready to serve.
Always ready.
Always serving.
Don't forget he's a father, so he knows how to be there.
Exactly.
He knows how to be there. You can contact him on 0244 070 143. I give his number again, 0244 070 143, and get more updates into Exosia as it's about starting. All too soon, we've come to the end of today's episode of the Rising Youth Talk Show, and I've been your host. My name is Tetteh Albert, and if not for anything, if perhaps you forget the discussion or a lot of things we said today, this is what I want to leave you with. Don't forget it. In this life, whatever you do, wherever you want to go, service is of importance, and sacrifice. Make sure you serve more and sacrifice more. In the end, it will pay. You might not see it now, but make sure you serve more. And there's something he said that I won't forget. He said that in life, there are two things that drives life to a successful end, which is your passion and then a purpose. Have a purpose and let that purpose ignite that passion in you to get to where you want to be. It's been a wonderful time. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Michael for coming to
Thank you for having
the show.
Thank you for having
We are
this
honored to
platform.
have. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
I'm loaded. I'm loaded. And I believe you are motivated as well. Stay glued. Next week, we'll bring you another episode. Have a wonderful time. It's bye for now.
No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall. Bring it on, bring it on. Are you ready? No matter how you try, don't you ever fall. Keep your head up high and standing tall. And rising, rising, rising. Keep it high and rising, rising.